A couple weeks ago, I went out and bought a video card I never thought I would be able to buy. Now, this video card is from 2014. Now, back in 2014, I thought that buying a GTX 770 brand new was kind of baller. But just a few months after that, this was released. The GTX Titan Z. This video card was $3,000 on release. This is an impressive card because it packs two GTX 780 Ti's on board. They're both slightly downclocked from the single cards, but it also has 6 gigs of VRAM per card. So this launched as a 12 gigabyte video card. Now, it's especially impressive because, this thing weighs a ton. It's basically a 3-slot card, has a vapor chamber cooling system. So at $3,000, I would have never thought I would be able to try this card. However, it's been 6 years now, and this card has obviously drastically gone down in price. I picked this up for just 280 Canadian, not even 10% of what it sold for brand new. I wanted to see how it would hold up in 2020. But not just that, I wanted to see how it would have run some of the games I've played on PC back in the day, to see if it would have been a wise investment. This was advertised as a 4K video card, and if we take a look at the review Linus Tech Tips did, they tried to do 3 4K monitors, which obviously was crazy for anything. Still is a really crazy resolution. Also kind of shows how Linus Tech Tips has always tried to go for the extreme.
You get a triple slot GPU that costs $3,000, and it is designed for the most extreme gaming systems in the world. Well, here's what we threw at it. Battlefield 4 and 4K Ultra HD displays. Not 1, not 2, but 3 4K displays with a resolution of 11,520 by 2,160. I can't even count that high, by 2,160 pixels.
So since this is a 4K video card, I thought I would test at 4K today, see how it's doing, see how much $3,000 would have gotten you over the past 6 years. Before this card was released, Arkham Origins was a game that I really enjoyed, and that fully utilized SLI. It did really well with utilizing both cards. So if I had not played this one yet and got the Titan Z, I would have been really impressed with the performance here. Now in 2015, Arkham Knight came out, and while it was a really good game in my opinion, it was kind of a mess on PC. I actually got to play it on my GTX 770 and FX 8350 processor. There were so many issues people were having with performance when it released on PC, for some reason I didn't really have any of those issues. So I was able to play it just fine, even after it got pulled from PC for quite a few months while they fixed performance issues. Now, the disappointing thing is Arkham Knight never supported SLI. I think it was kind of promised, but then axed. So if I had got the Titan Z and wanted to play Arkham Knight at 4K, I would have been really disappointed. So Rise of the Tomb Raider is another game that really utilizes SLI well. It came out a year or two after the Titan Z was released, so this would have been a really good experience as well on the Titan Z. Moving on to a recent game, Jedi Fallen Order. I do like this game. You can tell I benchmark it often. This one also utilizes SLI really well, so even at 4K today, it's a pretty decent experience. And then we come to Fall Guys. I had to test Fall Guys, and even at 4K, it's only using one card, but because it's not a difficult game to run, you can play this game at pretty high settings. So after all that, I think it's pretty clear to see that SLI generally isn't a great option. Spending $3,000 on a video card is also not generally a great option. It's not going to be a good return on your investment if that's what you're looking at it for. But obviously this thing sold because some people just needed the best of the best. So I don't think I'll be recommending the Titan Z as a card to get for almost anyone in 2020. If you can get one for really cheap, like, it's a cool card to have. It can still game reasonably well depending on which games you play. If there's no SLI support though, it's gonna be a not great time. I gotta say though, if you've had one for the last 6 years, while you could have had better experiences, it still holds up reasonably well. I think a big part of that is due to the 6 gigabytes of VRAM on each video card. That has helped it stay pretty modern by today's standards. So I hope you liked this retrospective on a $3,000 video card. I think it was a pretty cool card back in the day. I mean, cooling 2 high-end video cards with a single fan is pretty nuts. I would call this, kind of a work of art. It's a cool card. Maybe let me know if you liked the video, if you like these sort of retrospectives and seeing how old tech works today. I know there's lots of other YouTubers that do it, but I was actually excited about this one because this is not one that's really been covered much at all. Let me know if there's any other benchmarks you'd like to see from the card. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.